Have you ever noticed how sometimes the things that hurt you most never actually happened? You lie awake at night, replaying old mistakes, imagining conversations, worrying about the future. And somehow that feels even worse than the pain of real events. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology. They said, most of our suffering doesn't come from what happens to us, but from our thoughts about what happens. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Let that sink in. The world itself isn't cruel. Our interpretation of it is. 1. The invisible source of pain. Someone insults you, someone betrays you, you fail, you lose, you're embarrassed. What actually happened? Words were spoken, events occurred. But what hurts isn't the sound of those words. It's the meaning your mind attaches to them. Your brain says, they don't respect me. I'm not enough. I've failed again. And instantly, pain blooms in your chest. Not because of the event, but because of your story about it. Epictetus said it best. People are disturbed not by things, but by their opinions about things. Your opinion, your judgment, your reaction, that's where the suffering lives. 2. The mind magnifies pain. Imagine breaking a glass. A Stoic sees it as an event. A cup has broken as cups do. But the untrained mind reacts. This always happens to me. I can't do anything right. And suddenly, a simple accident becomes an emotional storm. The pain grows because we resist reality. We say, this shouldn't have happened. We fight what already is. And that resistance multiplies the suffering tenfold. Seneca warned us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How true is that? Most of our pain isn't from the wound itself. It's from the replaying, the regretting, the endless mental storytelling. 3. Real pain versus mental pain. Yes, life will bring real pain. People we love will die. Plans will fail. The world will test us. But the mind often turns pain into punishment. Instead of feeling the grief, we cling to it. We feed it thoughts like, I'll never be happy again, or this shouldn't have happened to me. The Stoics never denied emotion. They simply refused to be ruled by it. They taught, feel the pain, but don't add unnecessary suffering to it. You can't control what happens, but you can control the meaning you give it. Quick pause. Mid-video call to action. If this message is resonating with you right now, take a second, breathe, like this video if it speaks to your heart, and subscribe for more Stoic lessons like this. Not for numbers, but because the world needs calm minds more than ever. And every time you share or like, you help spread that calm. 4. Training the mind. So how do you stop your mind from creating unnecessary pain? Step 1. Awareness. Catch yourself in the act. When you feel anger, jealousy, or sadness rising, pause and ask, am I hurting from the event or from my thoughts about it? 9 times out of 10, it's the story you're telling yourself. Step 2. Acceptance. Don't fight reality. Don't label every event as good or bad. Say instead, it is what it is. That simple phrase dissolves the illusion of control, and with it, half your suffering. Step 3. Perspective. Look at pain as a teacher, not an enemy. The Stoics saw pain as the forge that strengthens character. Epictetus was once a slave who walked with a limp because his master broke his leg. And yet, he said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If anyone had the right to feel bitterness, it was him, but he chose freedom, mental freedom. 5. The power of mental freedom. You can lose everything, money, status, relationships, and still remain untouched if your mind stays calm. Marcus Aurelius faced death, betrayal, and war, yet he wrote, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the secret to peace. When you realize your mind creates your pain, you also realize it can create your peace. No one controls that but you. 6. Final reflection. Your thoughts are like wild horses. Left untrained, they'll drag you into chaos. But when you learn to ride them, they'll carry you toward freedom. The next time your heart hurts, stop and ask yourself, is this real, or is it my mind? You'll find the pain softens almost immediately, because life can touch your body, but only your thoughts can touch your soul. If this message brought you clarity, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we explore Stoic wisdom to help you build unshakable strength and peace. Remember, your mind can be your greatest enemy or your greatest ally. Train it, master it, and no pain will ever own you again.